Pop Squat, coming at you. Got some more Expiry Date. This is the fourth track off of his Letters album that came out last year sometime. Probably very near to the end of last year. Have absolutely been enjoying the hell out of every track so far. Go back and listen to him. I'm doing every track on the album because he asked me to react to the album, but I don't have time to react to the album. So instead, I'm doing every song on the album. Let's keep working our way through here. This song is called Violence. It is 3 minutes and 6 seconds. And unlike yesterday's track, which also featured Kid Yellow, this is just Expiry Date. And let's go. Oh. Ooh, get a very noise, obviously, feeling from this, but it kind of reminds me of like Husker Du or Bob Mould, who I think is from Husker Du. Kind of that beginning. It's a really cool sound. It really sets stuff apart when everything else sounds quote unquote normal. To bring in like a huge noise sound, this sounds great. I've got lyrics also, so I'll bring those over. No.
So much of this love is violence. So much of this love is violence. So much of this love is violence. So much of my love is violence. How much can you change and get away with it before you turn into something else? Before it's some kind of massacre. How many faces are in my wardrobe? It turns on my anger was fear all along. Every time that I made a mess, I made it with love. Bad things will happen in your life that you cannot stop. But there's no reason to just shut out the world. There's no love. No, can't do it right, I do it wrong. I lost all interest in this world.
Nice.
My neighbors knocking on my door. They telling me to keep it down.
See how the beat that comes in, it sounds awesome. The first drum beat that comes in, but then it doesn't fit with the rest of the song. It's like slightly at a slower pace, or at least I'm pretty sure it's at a slower. It sounds so good, and it sounds so wrong at the same time, and it just love what he's talking about in this song too. He's talking about stuff that is just absolutely true. He's talking about how people put on masks, they change who they are. I love the idea of, let's see, what does he say here? How much can you change and get away with it before you turn into something else, before it's some kind of massacre? So that ties into the violence theme, but the whole idea of like when you change from one person to the next, when you put on some different mask or become slightly different, start acting differently, behave differently with different people, like it's almost like you're massacring those selves of yourself, the sections of yourself that you have left behind. You've massacred them all. How many faces are in my wardrobe? And it turns out my anger was fear all along. Every time I made a mess, I made it with love. Yeah, you're gonna feel like that a lot in your life. Like, I didn't mean to hurt you. I didn't mean to do something that you didn't like that did end up hurting you. I was trying to do something that I thought was the right thing. In my experience, it would have been an amazing thing, but it did not it did not turn out that way. I've done that so many times. Like, I would have loved it if somebody did X for me. You do not like that, and now I know that, and hopefully we can make it through this. But that's not a reason to just shut out the world. I want you to shut me up. Ever since you're gone, there's no love. Can't do it right. I do it wrong. It just, I lost all interest in this world. Got neighbors knocking on my door telling me to keep it down, but I don't really give a fuck. So good. This is really excellent, an excellent song.
But really, I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I need to scream and shout. With someone I can get back to myself. With someone that seems understand me now. With someone
And now the song degenerates into violence. Like, instead of maintaining this consistent beat that we could follow along and follow the story, instead now it really does turn into noise. There's too much going on, and this is what he does. This is how he created the song, to make it like this. And he's telling us, this is what I wanted, but I do it wrong. I can't do it right. It's so good. And I mean, he's specifically doing this to make us experience what the song is telling us about. It's excellent.
But really, I don't give a fuck. Sometimes I need to scream and shout. With someone I can get back to myself. With someone that seems understand me now. With someone that you love yourself.
This is an absolute winner of an album in my book. I mean, all 4 songs have had something really strong going for them, and this is another killer. Damn. If God, I wish I could make some of these songs be popular. I get so much music here that I'm like, why isn't this huge? Because it should be. This reminds me of the Pixies. This reminds me of, like I said, Bob Moldhoek's Purdue. This reminds me of, I mean, even in some ways, like The Cure, and just because of what it's about, and sort of like the self-destructive aspects of love, and in this case, the destructive aspects of love, and how he tries to express himself, and it always turns out wrong. He always makes a mistake, and clearly it's on his mind, right? He feels bad about it. I thought the one line in here that was really interesting was, can I go back to myself? Something like that. Where did that go? All I do is wrong. How am I missing this? What's the matter? Stop asking. Go. I can't get back to myself. It was just 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th line from the end, before the chorus of so much love, so much of this love is violence. I can't get back to myself. So he's changed himself so many times that he can't get back to the person that he was. I think that was a really interesting line to throw in there. Excellent. Excellent. Love it. Love it. Expiry date. Thank you for sending this in. I hope you're still watching all of these, because damn, every track has been super impressive, and I can't wait to listen to the rest of this. And there's still 10 more songs, 11 more songs. Love it. Pop Squat. Checking out. If you want to send me something, there's information in the description below. I would appreciate it. I'd love to do it. If you want to recommend something to me and you aren't the person who created it, I really only react to things that people send me at least $1 for. And just, that tells me you're serious and it's worth however much of your time to do that, and some money to do it. And I love doing it. So I'm going to keep reacting to whatever people send me, and there you go. Thanks very much. This was awesome. I hope you like this. Please leave him some good feedback. Go check out the album. I'll link to it also in the description below. Fantastic.